Have you just jumped out of that helicopter?
We have, yes. Yes.
Are you mad?
I guess you must be slightly, but not too mad.
So, do you do this sort of for a living or a hobby, or what is it?
Yeah, partly hobby. This at the moment. Hopefully become work in the future.
How long have you been doing this for?
About 20 years, roughly.
So this is sort of pretty familiar to you then?
Yes, yeah.
So I had a fear of flying, so I learnt to fly. How you're okay with heights, I take it?
I don't like ladders, but aeroplanes and helicopters are fine, so...
Excellent. And when you went out there today, was the weather, I take it, was all right up there?
It did get a bit wet, so yeah, we could feel the rain, but luckily when we landed it wasn't raining, so...
Wow.
Nice down here.
Excellent. Yeah, so have you doing any more today?
Got another one at 3 o'clock planned for today, and hopefully the weather breaks a bit more so we get a bit more altitude. So we should work out a bit better for the rest of the day.
How long does it take you to get down? What, you about 3,000 feet, something like that?
We exited the aircraft at 4,030 feet. I deployed personally at 2,700 feet, so I had 16 seconds in free fall with an average speed of 53 miles an hour.
That is awesome. Wow. Okay, do you have one of them as well? Same thing?
But it doesn't give me the detail that Jordan's got. But we all wear altimeters that tell us the altitude that we're at and when we should be pulling.
So what speed were you doing?
On average on that jump was 53 miles an hour. So we never hit terminal velocity because we weren't in free fall long enough.
How high would you have to be to hit that then?
Anything above 10,000 I'd say, so you get 10 seconds in free fall, which then after the first 10 seconds you hit terminal velocity, and then you've got your skydiver set speed, and then unless you're free flying where you can get upwards of 200 mile an hour. So if you're on head down, you'll be flying average about 180 mile an hour.
Wow. And I mean, this is probably a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. When you pull what do you do, pull a cord or something for it to?
You pull your pilot chute, so that's your pilot chute there.
Yeah.
Hold that a second for me. So that's your pilot chute there. So it's collapsed now. So that's in your rig about here. You basically grab that and throw it out past your body so it's not in any disrupted airflow, and then that pulls your main parachute out.
Right. And is there any ever feeling, or do you just...
You don't get any feeling. You don't get the feeling when you leave the aircraft of your stomach going either, because the aircraft's always travelling forward. The only time you do get that bit of a stomach feeling is if you jump out of hot air balloons. But
yeah.
that's the only way you're ever going to get that.
But mentally, is there any ever thought like, it's done it now? Or do you just not... You just accept it's going to happen?
My personal thing is the day that I don't get nervous skydiving is the day I'll stop, because that's when you're too complacent in the sport, and then that's when stuff goes wrong. So
right.
For me, nervous every jump.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to us, guys. And if you want to watch what you did, get onto the YouTube channel, The Phobic Flyer, and you'll be able to watch yourselves back as well.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
Come and have a chat later. Cheers, guys. Thank you.